boys. Melting in a giant ooze sludge pile. Oh. Mythic oozes, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it here first. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I'm your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Oh yes, Golgari. That's what they call it. A Golgari with slugs, the long-awaited Toxrill deck. I think this is probably one of the most requested decks out there. Is Toxrill. Everyone says, "Jay, you need a Toxrill. You're a mono black guy. You need a Toxrill." Yeah. Man, I couldn't figure out how to work him for real. Couldn't figure out really to get my mind around him, and finally I got it, man. Toxrill is, he's doing it tonight, man. We might start in the play queue, but we go to Mythic, and we win in Mythic. Oh yeah, this is a good one, boys. You want to stick around for this one. Before we do, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what that is? That is, of course, tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Or else, well, guys, the like and subscribe will come and brutally maul you. Oh, yes, he will. He will absolutely come and viciously maul you with his werewolf's claws. Just click it. It's right down there. Just do that for me. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/ThatVillainJ for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there. We'd love to give you a first streamer shout out. Captain Morgan 007 is first stream. Welcome, my guy. Check out our Discord community. We'd also love to have you there. We'd love to see you on Discord and see all of the stuff that's going on. The latest news and information and Kamigawa spoilers. Yeah, that's all there. And of course, this deck and all the ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So please check that out. You can check out this deck and all the others on Aether. So what are we looking at here? Toxic. Yes, this is a toxic deck. Not only is this a Toxrill deck, alright, not only is this a Toxrill deck, I said Toxrill, if he's going to be around, man, he's a big slug and he puts slime counters on everyone. Well, we got to invite all the other slimes and oozes, okay? So that's what we're doing. This is an ooze slime Toxrill deck. This is literally an ooze tribal Toxrill deck, man. Because it's slime counters, you gotta have slimes, you gotta have oozes. So what are we starting with? Bloodchief Thirst, a little bit of early removal. We need to, it's a very, very long-term deck. I mean, this is beyond a mid-range deck. This is a long-range deck, so we gotta have early removal. And this will help. We're gonna have a lot of removal in this. Shambling Ghast, we're going to need to ramp, and this is the hashtag #BringBackBlack ramp. This lovely lady here will put -1s on everything, and of course, she will create that sweet, sweet treasure. Of course, if we're ramping, we got to have Deadly Dispute. So far, a pretty standard black deck. We haven't got anything weird yet. Deadly Dispute, of course, we can sacrifice artifacts or other creatures to crack things open and get more treasure out of it. The classic Deadly Dispute on Shambling Ghast will, of course, generate tons of treasure, get us to this big boy down here. Infernal Grasp, again, more removal. If you want something like a Hero's Downfall, go for it. Yeah, grab a Hero's Downfall. I don't care. You're just going to want a lot of removal, especially early removal, because you're really going to want to slow down those aggros. Prosperous Innkeeper. This actually serves, even though he's not a gross monster, man, he's a halfling citizen. We need that treasure and we need that life, because we are going to be generating a lot of tokens. We're going to be putting down creatures out. We can actually generate the life that we lost taking early hits, especially when we start making our slug tokens. That's going to be really interesting. Path of Peril, I like that for early destruction and early removal, especially 2 or less. If you're worried about that cleave cost with the white, don't worry about it. We're going to have so much treasure that we can hit the big one if we need to. We only need 1 white. There's no reason to make this Abzan. We can generally do it with a treasure. It's going to be really, 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 really useful. And of course, we want to kill the cheap creatures as well. We really do want to kill the cheap creatures. Oran-Rief Ooze. Fantastic stuff. 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever Oran-Rief Ooze attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each creature attacking with a 1/1 counter on it. We don't have that many 1/1 counters to do. However, we do have enough that this can grow and grow and grow. And of course, he's an ooze. If we're gonna have to ooze our way out of here, we gotta have Oran-Rief Ooze, man. He's also one of the earliest oozes. Gelatinous Cube is also an ooze. Look at that. Look at that evil jello there. 2 black and 2. This is another type of removal we engulf and dissolve. Engulf and devour. Whenever Gelatinous Cube enters the battlefield, exile target non-ooze creature an opponent controls until a Gelatinous Cube leaves the battlefield. And then, of course, you can melt Gelatinous Cube. You can melt them inside, and then they're gone forever by paying their casting cost with 1 black. Again, slow them down. Slow them down, slow them down, slow them down. Again, more removal, Binding of the Old Gods. We have everything we need right here. Early removal, mid-game removal, a little bit of ramp to get that extra force onto the battlefield, and of course, creatures you control gain Death Touch when we're swinging in for a little bit of aggression. Fantastic stuff. That's going to be really good too. Again, you see a lot of removal here. You see this, guys? This is basically a showstopper. We just want to put the brakes on everything. We just want to put the brakes on everything until we can get the big boy out. Consuming Blob. Now, this is a new one that no one uses. Look at this. It's 2 green and 3. Consuming Blob's power is equal to the number of card types in your graveyard, plus and its toughness plus 1. Is that equal to that number plus 1? At the beginning of your end step, create a green ooze equal to token with is equal to the number of card types in your graveyard and equal to its toughness plus 1. This is the Blob from the movie. It's a movie monster Blob. It really depends on how much graveyard is going on. It will create more and more oozes. Really, really scary when it gets on the board, especially if you've been killing. And that's what the good synergy with this is. Not only do all oozes have good synergy together, because when you're killing, when you're filling the graveyard, when they're trying to kill your stuff, and you're just racking up cards and throwing cards away, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you just start getting oozier and oozier and slimier and grosser, and just everything is covered in gross slime all the time, and it's it's the essence of Golgari. It's just rotten drum. They call me the trash man. That's what they do. Any Sunny in Philadelphia fans? So Consuming Blob is a good one. Now we're at the big boy here. This is the star of the show here. Toxrill the Corrosive. He is a slug horror. And he has baby slugs. Maybe it's a she. I don't know. Maybe slugs are asexual. I don't know. At the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. This is every end step, not just your end step, it's their end step as well. So you put it down, it's on your end step, their turn, their end step. Put a slime counter on each creature you don't control. Creatures you don't control get 1/1 for each slime counter on them. Whenever a creature you don't control a slime counter on them dies, create a 1/1 black slug creature token. So whenever somebody dies, they're going to be melted by the slug monsters and then turned into slug monsters. And then, of course, we can pay a blue and a black to draw a card if we sacrifice a slug. And you're saying, Jay, how come you're not running it Golgari? Isn't this a Golgari card because it has that blue? I don't really care about that sacrifice and draw a card. It's not really useful, especially when I have Deadly Dispute, which is much more useful and cheaper. And also, I can just generate treasure all I want from all these different things and pay the blue in case I do. It is not necessary to run this in a Sultai or in a Dimir deck. You don't need these other little bonuses if you're running treasure. You can do whatever you want. I'm running him in Golgari because I want to ramp and I want to melt. That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted, is to ramp and melt people in ooze. I mean, isn't that the American dream? And then, of course, we're going to be finishing off with Ochre Jelly. Very scary one here. It is a trampler, which helps you get across those annoying blockers there. Ochre Jelly enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on it. Split. Now, this is the annoying part of him. When Ochre Jelly dies, if it had 2 or more 1/1 counters on it, create a token that's a copy at the beginning of the next turn. The token enters the battlefield with half that many counters rounded down. So if you end up ramping late game to a big Ochre Jelly here, you can actually put more of these if you want. This is actually pretty good. We can do 3 of these if you want, if you don't have the other thing. it will come. So if it's a 6/6 and it dies, it's a 3/3 with trample next turn. And that's going to be fantastic because it's got that extra life on it. It's, even board wipes don't really all the way get rid of it. Very, very persistent. And of course, it has a nice synergy with Oran-Rief Ooze because it has 1/1 counters on it. So it does attack with Oran-Rief Ooze. It will generate more counters. It means the ooze gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The oozes get bigger. The slime flows. Oh yeah, we're doing it. 9 forests, 9 swamps, 4 Darkbore Pathways, 1 Needlecap Glade, 1 Necroblossom Snarl, just for a little bit of flavor there. If you want to do some man lands, you sure can. This is... we call these Stignox's Devotion here. If you want to do 1 and 1, sure, yeah, no problem. You want to do one of those and 1 Lair of the Hydras, go for it. Mana is going to be to taste, and of course we're going to have this 24 creatures, 13 oozes. Yes, guys, this is a honest-to-God ooze tribal here. We have our lovely Golgari backs, 24 creatures altogether. 2 enchantments, 24 lands. We do want a lot of lands with this one, guys. I know I usually run it tight with the lands, but we absolutely need to get our land generation out. You can run 23, but you're kind of risking it. I've had more success at 24. We look at Horizontal Gang here. By the way, this is completely standard. There's nothing in here that's alchemy. This is 100% standard. So let's do this. And that's going to be just 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. We're all over the place. We do live a lot in 2, but we have our mana generation early game rampers, and then of course we have our middle to late game removals, and then we have our big boy oozes that come in at the end. Ooze, slime, all that good stuff coming in and absolutely ripping things to shred at the end of it there. No real sideboard. I mean, if you don't have the oozes you need, this is a bit of an expensive deck, even though some of the cards are older. You can always swap them out with some other stuff. Like I said, if you have more Consuming Blobs or you have more Ochre Jellies instead of Oran-Riefs, you can do more Ochre Jellies instead of Oran-Riefs. Doesn't really matter. Do your ooze to how you feel you should be oozing. Really gross phrasing there. Have I said ooze enough for you? Enjoy this one. We're going to start with a little battle against one of my subs. Mr. Clever Sounds, and we're going to see that first, and then we're going to go right into Mythic and start ripping it up in Mythic ranked. Here we go. You got to remember, you guys are a little delayed. You're delayed to hearing what I'm saying. I got to stop watching this through OBS. David Lanier. David Lanier. Welcome, David Lanier. How are you doing, my guy? First-time follower, just coming in off the street. What's up? What's your story, man? Tell us, Weary Traveler. Following since 8 hours ago. Well, that's great, man. Do 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 do. Sin City cold and empty. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I like to melt things in my body. I like to melt things 'cause I'm a gelatinous cube. I like to melt things in my Dro's body. I'm gonna melt things 'cause I'm a gelatinous cube. Oh, there he is. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. The Great Adversary, as he's known. The Great Adversary. And the many saw him and knew of his wickedness, and they named him the enemy. Oh yeah, that's the toxic right there. The Gelatinous Cube song you were just singing. CNG stream, what's that about? Necroblossom, I don't think that's gonna help, homie. That ain't gonna help. Unless you got direct removal for Toxrill, ain't gonna help. I don't trust that you're not gonna stab me out here. Alright, I'll give you back to the Stignox Gelatinous Cube song. I melt things in my body, 'cause I'm a cube and that's what I like to do. I was singing it to the tune of Blinding Lights, by the way, is what I was doing. I melt things with my body. Get out of the way. Get rid of that Necroblossom. We don't want that. We don't want your type around here. Puff, 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 puff. Well, there we go. Clearly I remember melting people in my gelatinous body. Melting people cube style in class today. That's real bad, bro. Melting people cube style. Alright. Whoa, look at this guy. Look at this freaking guy. -1, you get that first, bro. Adios. Cube Jeremy's. What a good use of what a good use. What a good use of Alright, let's do this. You hurt my ears with your singing, you hurt my eyes with my gameplay. What's wrong with my gameplay, bro? What's wrong with my gameplay, my guy? That doesn't seem fair. Creatures you control gain death touch into the end of turn. So let's do that. Let's swing in with Cubeness. Oh, that toxic. Because you know that you're toxic. Well, somebody had to yell at me while you were away, Stignox, okay? You know. I mean, let's be fair, man. Let's be honest with ourselves, man. Who else was gonna yell at me while you weren't here, man? And tell me that I'm a screw up. You know? More like Slugari, am I right? Boom, Musketeer takes it. Musketeer with the rebound, and it dunks it. Oh, he dunked it. All right, my turn. Let's draw. Let's sacrifice a slug. I might call this. I literally might call this deck. What'd you call it? Slugari. Yeah, Slugari. I might literally call this deck Slugari. Let's see if he gets it, man. It's Falcon Abomination. Hey kids, it's Falcon Abomination. Let's do that one. These life losses are killing me. But I am gaining some life back. Slug a bed here. Old slug a bed. Okay, there's Deadly Dispute. Sultai Self-Mill. Oh my god, freaking Falcon Abomination, bro. A Necro Duality. I think he's dead anyways. He can't block all of it. Consuming Blob. Yeah, he can't block all of it. Let's gain that life. Let's push in. Alright. And let's hit. And there we go. Alright. That was a good one. Good, clever sounds. He kept pulling it out. He kept having answers. He got me down. But if you can't get rid of Toxrill, bro, you know, it's not good. It's not easy if you can't get rid of Toxrill. Gilga Wolf, how you doing, my bro? Alright, boys. Let's keep it going. Hot Tracks, Levolution, Clever Sound. Yeah, that damn slug, bro. What can I say, man? Puka Rogue. How's everybody else doing? Who else we got here tonight? Who else we got here? Bummerberg. Primetime, Astral, Dark Sorcerer, Driver, Stignox, Grim, Raven, Musketeer, Clever Sound, Puka, Nickel Nuts, Hot Tracks, Have to This, CNG Stream. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, you did need a meat hook, bro. Oh, okay. Let's get this going. Let's get this bread. Is it Hilarious Bullshit? Yeah, that'd be a good deck name right there. Hilarious Bullshit. I'm a little teapot. Lord Grim, I see Lord Grim there. How is everybody doing tonight? How's everybody feeling about these bands tomorrow, bro? David Lanier, by the way, welcome. David Lanier. Yeah, that's got to go, my guy. You can't have any of that. Yeah, we don't do that around here. We don't do that around here, my dude. Oh, yeah, that's what I always say, isn't it? Ah, man, you don't want that, man. That's for chumps, bro. You suckers play that card. Yeah. That's a good use of it's a good use of your removal there, bro. Help me ramp. You might as well just give me a mana. When you play this card, give your opponent 1 mana. Tip me over and value. Simic value ramp engine with no real win con. What's the commander? It doesn't matter. That's probably one of the best fucking prof skits I've ever seen, bro. I love that, man. I'll never forget that. Because that's literally, I've literally played fucking Simic players that do that. I don't know what they're ramping to. We played 10 rounds of Magic, and I have no clue what their end game was. They could still be ramping to this point right now. Tenarif, how you doing, Tenarif? They changed him around. They made him hastier, but they also took away his immediate ability to ramp. Bro, that only costs 4. That only costs 5, man. Man's generated 13 mana. That's only a 5-drop. You're always like, okay, well, they got fucking, they got 8 mana now, or they got 9 mana now, or whatever. It's time for them to play Coma. And they don't play Coma. They just keep ramping. I feel it's like one of those my goals are beyond your understanding jokes, man. I think Simic players are part of a Simic cult. Here's my theory. Simic players are part of a Simic cult. The cult of Simic goal is their dark god wants the players to generate as much mana as possible. It feeds him. If you just generate mana for no reason, all the extra mana goes to him. And they also feed on frustration. So the most mana and frustration feeds the dark god of the Simic, and that's their goal. They're trying to push to that. Oh my god, Ugin. Ugh. Seriously, I think honestly some people, their win con is scooping. They just want you to get tired, bored, and scoop. Like this guy. Ugin is coming back. Is he just not gonna... I mean, I don't have a problem with the character Ugin. I didn't like the meta of being ramped to Ugin. Whoever ramps to Ugin first gets to wipe the board and then win. You weren't around for that Levolution. I hated that thing, man. Oran-Rief Ooze. There we go. End turn. Man. He has a Forgotten Archangel. That's cool art. She gonna die, but it's cool art. She gonna die, but it's good art. Either way. This is another system. This is another thing called Take Forever Orzhov. It's Orzhov, and it takes forever. Yay! Did it? 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 No, don't even do all basic lands. Just do card draw. Just do card draw. Just lands and card draw and be like, oh man, the dude's looking for something. He's digging in there, man. He's digging in there. What's he looking for? What's he looking for? And that's why we respect you, Stignox. Happy belated birthday, by the way. Imaginary win cons. Oh, speaking of which. Speaking of snow, everybody. There we go. All right, KF Bradley, thank you for your service. Let's go to ranked now. Am I still on my toxics? Where's my big slug boy? Where's my big slug boy? Where's my big slug boy? Oh, there he is, your big slug boy. You gotta talk to your giant slug boy like a puppers. Ooh, that's a bad hand right there. Look, I'm fighting Dovahkiin. Mulligan. Keep. Wow, I'm going to lose this game. Lord have mercy. Let's get rid of the Toxrill. He's way too big. She already loves me, and I am a slug, so I mean, nothing's changed. You know what I mean? Sculpture winner, very nice. They started singing Bye Bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys drinking whiskey and rye. Uh-oh. Somebody said it. Oh my god, look at that. Boof. Boof. Look at that. Look at that boof. Look at that boofers right there. Okay, let's do this. Let's cube him up. Oh, untap Snowland. He's gonna have another. He's gonna have another one of them things, isn't he? Yep. That's gonna be 8. Whoa! Look at that. Look at that. Damn. Yeah, I should have hit. I should have hit Path of Peril before the other one to pop him out. Oh my goodness! A hype train is close. I didn't even notice that. I was too focused on getting my ass kicked in Mythic. One more person just needs to gift a sub or give at least 100 bits and we got a hypers. There it is. Oh, we ain't had one of them in a while. Thank you guys. Look at what Snow's doing. Oh, how sweet. And of course it's another Wolf Snow deck. That's wonderful. Let's do Necro Snarl. Let's do one of those a bit. Thank you guys so much. Why am I lagging so bad? I'm gonna wait. I don't think he's gonna do it. Yeah, well, he sacked it. Okay. Thank you guys so much, man. Look at the unicorn. I knew Levolution do some crazy unicorn shit, man. I knew he's on that. He on that unicorn type of time, bro. Look at this, man. And bits and bits and bits and pieces. That is amazing, guys. Really appreciate it, man. Who's the gift leader right now? Y'all are too generous, man. It was really sweet. Look at that. Chad is absolutely freaking... Whoa! Stignox pushed us over to gave Spike Trap player a gift. 55. Oh well, yeah. Well, Stig had to do it for 55, man. Yeah, that's like mandatory, bro. 55. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. The cube going in. Hey, Captain Morgan. Hey, thank you. Welcome, my guy. We're just in the middle of a hype train, my dude. Captain Morgan 007. Love it. Create a toxic token. We do one of them. And then we do Mr. Toxie. Hi, Mr. Toxie. It's good seeing you here. What's that? You want to tell me something? You want to melt everybody with your gross slime? What a good idea. That's a really good idea, Mr. Toxie. I think we should do that. Yeah, I don't like Tolvar either, Mr. Toxie. Let's turn him into a gross slug, too. Yeah. Let's turn the whole world into a gross slug monster. That's the goal right here. That's the dream, really. When you think about it, that's, you know what his theme is? I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Because he melts people. That's the joke, guys. Because he melts people inside of him. Because it's all slugs and gross stuff. All right. There's our mythic win, ladies and gentlemen. There's the old mythic win. Jump the world and melt with you. I'm too proud of that one, bro. It's a love story between a gross slug and his various slimes. Yes, they did change the mythic emblem. I don't know why. I don't like it now. I don't like it now. Alright, let's keep it going, boys. That was a fun one. One minute, 30 seconds left on the hype train. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. Yeah, and the thing is like, even if you get, I thought, okay, maybe they're differentiating between percent and the other one. But no, even if you get numbered, it's still this weird little shard. And it looks little. It looks like Diamond 1, really. Like, it's ridiculous. Abjui. What's up, Abjui? Tanarif. What else? Argus DG. I don't know who is a bot and who isn't. I don't know if that's a mistake or if that, I don't know. I can never tell with this game, whether it's a bug or it's a feature. You can just never tell. What is this man going for here? I don't know. I don't know what he's going for. Hype train complete. Thank you so much, guys. We haven't had a hype train in many a day. Thank you so much for that. We received hype train emotes. Emotes incoming. Bonus emotes incoming. It's never a feature, it's always a bug. I think that your strategy to get 7 wins is probably going to have to be what you're going to want to do. Okay, what you're going to want to do is draft really good cards, and after you draft really good cards, make sure that you can then, okay, after you draft really good cards, make sure that you play people with bad decks who drafted bad cards. I think that that's really the surefire way, man. I think that's probably the surefire way right there, bro. At least that's what's worked in in the past for me. This dude has literally nothing. And my stuff is all reactive right now, so. Let's kill his Iron Reaver Soul Stealer. Yeah, bread. That's some real advice from an actual Magic Cards player, not a hack like me. Bombs, removal, evasion, attackers, defenders. Very good. Very, very good, man. Just draft Simic. Come on, man. Don't encourage drug use in my players, man. That's should I dissolve this dude? How much do I have to pay to dissolve him? I have to pay 5 to dissolve him? That fucking sucks. I don't want to have to pay that much to dissolve this guy. This dude is trying to pull off the coveted the coveted giants, but he is not doing a good job of it. Pass. Okay, my turn. There's Big Toxie Boy. There's the big Toxer right there. The Toxmeister himself. There he is. Alright. Hey, Z66 Ace. What's up? Big Tox. That's what we call him. You call him old Big Tox. You know what I want to see him? I want to see him in Streets of New Capenna, and I want to see him like wearing a nice pinstripe suit, you know, and he's like, they call me Big Tox. You know what I'm saying? Big Tox is what they call me, huh? Anything happens around here, I know about it. I know all the things that are going on, huh? So you need something to happen, you talk to Big Tox, okay? Exactly, like a Jabba the Hutt type crime boss. You get it, man. You get it. Hey, nothing around here happens without Big Tox's say so, you know what I mean? Bestest Slug Boy boss. Mob boss, exactly. Then some guy walks in, he's like eating at the club. He say, hold on, one sec. What is that? What is that dude over there putting on his food? Is that man salting his mashed potatoes? Did that man bring salt into my club? That man bring sable salt into my club? Jimmy, Joey, take him out back. teach you about salting your goddamn mashed potatoes in my club. And remember, hospital, not graveyard, alright? That's big tox, you know. I don't Oh man, I'm punchy tonight, guys. Braveheart, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Braveheart. I'll tell you what, guy. How about I cut you open and put salt in your wound since you like salt so much, huh? Such a big fan of salt over here, this guy, huh? How about I salt you? Yeah, the Silgar, his goldfish, yeah, it's really funny. There's going to be a lot of gangster stuff going on, man, in New Capenna. That's the one I'm going to be into, bro. I hope that's the angel, man. Please make it be the angel. Oh, no, it's not the angel. Otherwise, pizza's going to send out for you. Okay, so there is create a black vampire. What he doesn't realize is that the world is a vampire, so it's important to remember that. Okay, there we go. We're going to stop the world and melt with him. Let's do that. Wabango, wabango. There we go. Ancient Babylon, very cool. I like to change it up a little bit. Standard fantasy setting, the standard fantasy can kind of get boring after a while. What should I name this deck? Should I name it Big Tox? It's been 28 years. Nice use of Soul Shatter. I hear the girls like guys with the big tox. Yeah, I've heard that too. Toxic Avenger. Oh, there he is, boys. There he is. Shadow's Verdict. Okay. Let's hope he doesn't have some other. He's got these. What's he going to take here, man? What's he got here? I'm worried he's got more removal, man. I'm worried about that, but I gotta put him on. I gotta put the big tax on the board. I can sacrifice him for a card if necessary. I'm worried he's got the removal. Well, he does. I have to sacrifice him. Ochre Jelly, okay. Yeah, he had nothing to bring back, so. Oh, Fury soundtrack enjoyer? Yeah, who posted the Fury soundtrack, bro? I forgot about the Fury soundtrack. I remember when Donkey reviewed it, he said it was amazing. And I had totally forgot the Toxic Avenger. Nuclear Throne, yeah, Nuclear Fury. That was a good one, man. Nuclear Fury was a good one. 6. Hot tracks. Yeah, the Fury soundtrack's good, man. For real, bro. And Braveheart is about to feel so full in his heart. He's about to feel so full and fulfilled. Upon his... Oh, yes. Oh, all I want to do is melt people. I just want to melt people in slime. I don't know why, but I have to. Things that should not work, but somehow it worked. I remember Nuclear Throne when it came out, too. It was kind of a retro game. Like one of those, like, early 90s, like, schlocky games, you know? Had that, like, retro feel. He's going to gain 3 life, but lose 2. Let's do it. Amazing Evangelion. Henrika, Dominica, Domnathi. He's going to do the sacrifice play, and then that's going to mess it up. Because it's going to come back as a 3-3. Yeah, it's going to come back as the split. And there it is, boys. Melting in a giant ooze sludge pile. Oh. Mythic Ooze, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it here first. Mythic freaking Oozes. I finally figured out the trick to Toxrill, bro. I'm having a blast with this Toxic Ooze deck, man. This is a fun one, bro. True on Gross Stuff Tribal. I said, if I'm going to do Toxrill, I'm not going to do the basic Toxrill, man. I am going to do literally Mythic Ooze. I'm going to just have all oozes and gross stuff in here. That classic Gross Stuff Tribal. Love it, man. We did a good job. We did a good job with this one, boys. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna leave it right there, ladies and gentlemen. We got enough film to make this. The word of the day is gonna be slime. You know it has to be slime. Yeah. Stay tuned for the Shakedown Breakdown. We'll be right back after these messages, but to the rest of you, I hope you liked it. Until next time, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.